Out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Damn, that bitch just sleep, bro.
On the ready.
33. We got it. Undercut. Deuce.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yeah, my bad. I got that plus 30.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I ain't even there. I didn't wait.
Go.
Get the second place, bitch.
33.
Second and 1. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
He ain't been producing lately, man. Got a couple games.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll try to outside. Benjamin. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, bye.
He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Eason going for it all. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And Gonzalez puts this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. House. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down. House, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Bitch.
Here we go. Waiting.
What fool you got?
Hey.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now he'll escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jared Davis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Talking about punt.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Oh, he sent it all the way to the car. Ah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
57, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Okay, just like that.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Eason. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. House. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Wentz. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Nah, fucking dude, nigga. Fuck.
Hey, wahoo!
Nigga could have ran out. Nigga tried to fight. Nigga had nowhere.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
And
he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Somebody was quick. I got nigga to you.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You.
Nigga ball talking about zero, bitch.
Hey, Ford Tokyo!
Oh, what must be quick?
Mike 59.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
If he did, I appreciate it.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Ready, set.
Mike by 2. Mike.
General West.
Slam. Check. He's checking. He's
Rock it.
Kill.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in.
Now a give, right side, Benjamin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Look at me.
What the fuck? Y'all can't see the fucking. What the fuck?
From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9.
I play 2 shit, nigga.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Dude, we gonna go in there. What the fuck?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to make a big time play for their defense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half.
And I just see a whole lot of dots in water,
first target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's my fault.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On play action, it's Wentz.
It's still falling. Hey, make everybody leave.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Hey, Steve 6.
I ain't even knew.
They fake the give.
I need to lose.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll have a
keep your feet out my foot.
Fumble. Come on,
and this is
bro.
scooped up by the Lions.
Just tell you to put your feet out your
At the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders.
Oh, I got Sanders, man.
Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll go again with Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Wentz on to give to Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Oh, yeah.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Spiders talk. Ezra, you've lost your mind. I'm going out there to prove it. Don't!
Five!
Back to throw. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
82. Fresno.
See? Won't do anything.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was my fault. I had that wide open.
The lone 2nd remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Well, at least.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Sorry, Ed. Promise. Won't ever doubt you. If you really need it, I do. So you have to do the thing.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Allen Robinson Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down. Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Eason. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Past the 20.
Okay.
It's a big play there for the Lions. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
6 guys. 6 guys. Man.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
No, that can't be. There has to be a way to save it.
To throw, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
I don't think so. I don't see him now.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Got one.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They going up the zip line, bro. Yeah, somebody is going up the zip line.
Let's find 7. Hey, Haywood.
Got one down.
It's going to be a long day. 51 to Mike.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively.
I know you got a purple
You
orange,
can,
bro.
but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some
He'll
jeopardy.
come pick you up, bro. What the fuck is he doing? I'm picking the up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Look in the bag, look in the bag, look. Come on.
This is taken at the 3.
No, that's not him. Oh, that's still over there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Oh, he broke his arm. He broke his arm. He broke his arm.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
go get him, nigga.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up here at the 42. And he's able to get it to the 31-yard line.
But you better kill that bitch. I don't know what to tell you. You don't kill that whole thing.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
What a room now.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Go.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Operating from the gun. Eason, he'll get this one to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Mike, can you call off that shit? You stuck on the train? Oh, my God.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys.
Stupid ass, but he ain't coming. I think watch TV. Trash ass bitch. Stupid ass bitch. I'm all going game on this dumb asshole. Dumb asshole with us, you big. Dumb ass bitch. Keep on losing 26. Yep. Fuck y'all. I'm trying to get your ass 2-3 niggas around your motherfucking ass.
What happened?
Niggas keep dying. Shit.
Yeah, I ain't win.